What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Denari. And before we get started with this another episode of the Young Bulls podcast, I just want to let y'all know and just let y'all know that y'all should go check out Kiritsu Clothing. Kiritsu Clothing, it's by my boy Zon, man. He's been doing good things and, making clothing, whatever. And he's coming out with some more, apparel coming out soon. But go check out Kiritsu Clothing. They have hoodies. They're about to have some shorts, some other things in stock. But, definitely his stuff is the wave. Go check it out. Go check out the website. Tell him that Denari sent you. And that's Kiritsu Clothing. Without further ado, let's get started with this episode of the Young Bulls podcast. Peace. Yo, what's up? I'm Denari. And if you're here, that means you're tuned into the Young Bulls podcast. Enjoy the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Young Bulls podcast, man. Episode 23, we're back here. Another episode. Got another, star-studded episode for you guys today. It's your boy Denari here, back in the building. Got my boy Kwengo here. Kwengo, say what's up.
What's up, y'all?
Jalen, say what's up to the people, man.
Yeah.
And we got my boy, he wanted to get on this episode. Kwengo had some really crazy choice words last episode. So we had to bring him back on for this episode for his, response to that. Jay, welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Good to be back, man.
Good to be back. All right. So to start on this episode, we're just gonna talk about Summer League, what we liked about Summer League, what we disliked about Summer League. Who we think was our, surprises and definitely our, people who we did not, not feel how they performed in the Summer League. For me, first off, I want to say Imani Bates. We said this last episode, but Imani Bates definitely one of the biggest steals in the draft, and also Cam Whitmore too. Cam Whitmore, biggest steal in the draft. He looks like one of the most complete players in that draft class. I'm not gonna lie. From what I've seen. So, that's what I got. Anybody else want to say anything?
Let's hope it transitions to the league as well. Like for Cam Whitmore, I feel like he's going to be absolutely tough with the Rockets. Like I said early in the, I don't know what episode it was, but it was a previous episode. Rockets was the biggest steal in the draft. It's tough to see Amen Thompson hurt, but he's going to come back stronger. Like I said, the Magic didn't really impress me with Jett Howard, Anthony Black. Too many guards, like I said. Yeah. I don't know how it's going to transition to the league, but that's about it. Imani Bates is a bucket. Marquise Noel, he did pretty solid for an undrafted player. So I felt that he's going to do pretty good on a two-way contract with the Raptors. And that's about it.
I agree. Jalen, you got anybody?
Let's talk about the L's of the Summer League, bro. Brandon Miller, horrible, as I predicted. We saw it in the March Madness, bro. It's gonna be the same thing over it. We saw it in March Madness. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. I'm trying to think, who else? Who didn't have a good performance, man?
I feel like.
Go ahead, bro. I'm not sure, man.
Who didn't have a good performance?
Played pretty decent. They're all just decent players.
Yeah. I mean, Wemby first game, everybody was freaking out because how many points he had. But second game, he showed why he was the number one draft pick. The only disappointment I really had with Summer League was Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, I feel like he didn't prove like he was the number 2 draft pick. I know Jalen said that before, but Brandon Miller definitely shouldn't have went that high.
Ricks, man.
I don't think he shot over 40%, bro.
And I'm pretty sure he had 7 fouls in one game. How is it? 8 fouls. 8 fouls.
Yeah.
That's not even
I think we're dragging this right here way too much. Jabari Smith Jr. had 30 every game, bro. It's something.
Jabbar shouldn't have been playing.
He's still been playing. Yeah. He shouldn't have been
playing.
Why can't he get reps?
Keegan Murray shouldn't have been playing.
Keegan shouldn't have played neither. He was on the top.
Keegan Murray definitely should have
Western Conferences started to play, and he had 40 the second game.
I mean, they're just trying
You
to
talking
get
about Jalen Williams?
No, Keegan Murray.
Jalen Williams shouldn't have played either, bro.
Oh
Facts.
yeah,
Our players
Jalen
shouldn't
Williams
play.
definitely.
It was no point.
I don't think it's a thing about dragging at Kwengo. I just feel like Brandon Miller just didn't show up for, you know. There was
Yeah.
some.
I mean, no. Quengo's right though. Quengo's right though. Because summer league, Trae Young did horrible in the summer league.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Trae Young did horrible in the summer league. And Trae Young putting up what 30 and 10, bro.
Yes.
Ben Simmons was shooting jumpers in summer league, and we see what happened when he went to the Sixers and played in the regular NBA. So yeah.
Also,
Summer league,
winner,
like,
I would say in the
bro.
draft, summer league. Sorry, Keontae George, bucket getter, and
He's nice.
I forgot his name. His name's Noah from he's with Denver. He came from Clemson. Noah I think Strother. I don't know. I could be wrong. He's on Denver's. He was first team. I was actually watching him. He was pretty good. Pretty underrated player.
That's what's up.
I forgot
mean,
Taylor wasn't playing though. Taylor Hendricks.
No, Jordan Walsh. I said this last episode too. Jordan Walsh had a good outing too. Jordan
I'm
Walsh.
tired of looking. Oh my god.
Walsh, he's still a bucket getter though.
He's still a bucket. He's still a bucket.
Nah,
He's gonna be
He's
nice.
gonna be good.
He's gonna be nice.
He's
gonna be nice. He's gonna be nice for sure. But yeah, man. Any final thoughts on summer league before we move forward?
Like I said, man, don't drag it, bro. I think Brandon Miller's probably gonna have a pretty decent record. He actually has a chance to be pretty good, honestly.
How much you think Brandon Miller gonna average?
Speak up,
this season?
bro.
Yeah.
Huh?
How much you think Brandon Miller gonna average?
Probably like 13 or 14.
That's not bad. That's probably what
That's
I
not bad.
Also,
Off of 42% shooting.
He's on Melo's team, bro. I mean, he can catch a shoot average like 12. Just
Oh yeah,
catch
for sure. LaMelo could definitely dish him the ball.
Yeah.
Like, the Hornets kind of want to play a big role too. They don't really have to.
I agree. Jalen, you got any final thoughts on summer league?
Nah, man. I'm just excited to see like people who didn't play in the summer league.
Yeah.
After that.
Can play their regular season.
All right. And now we're gonna get into it. So last episode, Kwengo said, he had some things to say about Chris Paul, and as far as his handles, and as far as Kwengo, just repeat what you said. You say Chris Paul had better handles than AI, right? You said that, right?
I also said the handles were interchangeable.
Hey, speak up, bro. Speak up.
Hey, speak up. Speak up.
Were interchangeable. Yeah, I said that, but I also said their handles are interchangeable.
I might have to get off the. I might just have to get off the episode. I might just have to leave. Just hearing that.
Dragon.
All right.
Just.
All right. So, Kwengo, can you please explain again to everybody here who wasn't in this last episode just why you said what you said? Just why you said what you said.
Firstly, Chris Paul, I feel like Chris Paul, I wish he had the range, but Chris Paul probably good at the point guard position.
Are you serious?
He kind of had like that playoff pedigree that backs up. What do you mean about shooting? He has 11 all
NBA. Neither.
He has 11 all NBAs, 4 all NBA first teams. He has like 6 steals leaders, like 5 assist leaders. Like he already has all the things.
Top 5 point guards ever.
Are you saying he's not?
I'm saying he's not. I don't know if he is.
What?
I can name 5 point guards.
Name 5, Jay. Name 5.
That can be a debate over Chris Paul.
Who?
We got Steph. We got Magic. All right. We got Kidd. We got Stockton. We got Russ. Russ can be in there. Russ can be in top 5 over Chris Paul.
Okay, Russ. I'm sorry. Russ might have the MVPs and the
Oscar Robertson, maybe.
He's still not a better
guard.
player than Chris Paul.
But Kwengo, when you were talking about Chris,
Russ is best.
I mean, like,
make it out the first round, and I'm a Russ fan too.
That's all the debate. Like, Chris Paul is questionable top 5.
but Kwengo, when we were talking about Chris Paul,
not questionable top 5. He's over Jason Kidd.
I don't know about
He's
that one.
over Russ.
he's not over
He's
us.
third, and it's not even that close.
Is he over Russ? Is he over Russ?
Yes.
He's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. But we're deflecting here. We're deflecting here.
I ain't
I can't, bro. I can't do it, bro. I can't believe this deserves, bro.
Chris Paul is definitely over Jason Kidd, bro.
You're dragging it. Chris
Chris
Paul's
Paul is definitely over
Jason
Jason
Kidd?
Kidd. Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
What? This is
I
crazy.
definitely have Chris Paul over Jason Kidd, bro.
Yes. And I feel like that's not even close.
I didn't say they're better. I said they could be like, they can have all of the debate over Chris Paul. I named six.
I feel like the only one here that's a debate after Magic and Steph is what's his name? Russ. And that's because Russ has regular season MVP. And he has the triple double. I think he has the most seasons with a triple double, 2-time scoring. But other than that, Chris Paul's resume actually falls on Russ.
What about Stockton?
Stockton just has assists and steals. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to downplay him, but like.
I'm saying,
I just dishing the ball to the mailman.
I'm saying they all
just throwing the ball to the mailman in the post.
Chris Paul's not straight top 5. Like it all could be a debate. What about Oscar Robertson? So he's Chris Paul.
I got Chris Paul over Big O, bro. I got Chris Paul over Big O.
What? How is that crazy?
It's not a bad take at all. It's not a bad take at all. I'm just saying like there's a lot of guards that can be over Chris Paul.
But the thing is,
I feel like the safest player ever with a basketball is probably Chris Paul. Chris Paul is probably the safest player ever with a basketball. And that's why I have him over Jamal Crawford as a ball handler. Firstly,
that's
you lost me. You lost me.
Why is it so wild, bro? Like,
you lost me.
Like, ball security matters.
We're not talking about ball security. We're talking about handles.
So you're saying
so Paul George is over Chris Paul too.
You're on defense.
Paul George is over Chris Paul.
You would rather guard Jamal Crawford than Chris Paul?
I would no question rather guard Jamal Crawford than Chris Paul.
Kwengo, you got it. Kwengo, you got it.
You're getting.
Kwengo, you got it. Kwengo, you got it.
Are you crazy?
No, I understand what you're trying to get through. Chris Paul has great IQ and he actually has great ball security.
I'm not
talking
about.
But look. You rather guard Jamal Crawford than Chris Paul, is what you just said.
Chris Paul, it's a basketball game, bro. It's not who dribbles past you, bro. Chris Paul will do way more things on the floor. Of course, I would rather guard Jamal Crawford than Chris Paul.
Kwengo, no, you wouldn't. Kwengo, no, you.
Kwengo, we're not averages more points than Jamal Crawford at 6 feet.
Kwengo, we're not talking about Kwengo, listen. We're not talking about statistics. We're not talking about that. We're strictly talking about handles, Kwengo.
So ask me if I would rather guard Bones Highland than Chris Paul.
In a one-on-one game, you'd rather guard Jamal Crawford than Chris Paul.
Yes. I would rather guard Chris Paul than Jamal Crawford. You can say the same thing about any other player. Paul George, Bones Highland, there's no any player with some moves in there, bro.
All right, bro.
Y'all are definitely dragging. I feel like y'all are.
Okay. Oh, no. Look.
Every single.
I see what you're saying. Look, in a real game, I see what you're saying. But like one-on-one, Jamal Crawford definitely has way better handles.
Handles, like
is the point we're trying to make.
He has better moves, but Chris Paul is a better ball handler.
No.
In a game, yes. In a game. That's what he's trying to say. No, I know what he's trying to say, but like,
game 211.
What they're saying, look, Kwengo, what they're saying is Jamal Crawford has way better like handles and moves.
Yeah,
than Chris Paul.
I feel like he has better moves, but not better handles.
What the fuck?
I feel like handles.
Okay, I see.
What does that mean?
How is that the same thing?
You said that Chris Paul has better handles than AI the other day.
Handles and moves are the same thing. Than Paul George is over Chris Paul.
That's even more like bullcrap, like than Jamal Crawford AI.
You can curse if you want to, man. It's all good.
All right.
So is Paul George, bro. So answer my question: is Paul George over Chris Paul with the handles?
That's two different positions. We're talking AI and that's two different positions.
Jamal Crawford is a shooting guard forward too, and so is Paul George.
Bro, Jamal Crawford and Chris Paul both play theoretically the same position. Paul George,
Chris Paul in handles.
They played on the same team, and Jamal Crawford was the shooting guard or small forward.
It don't matter. We're talking strictly basketball handles, Kwengo. We're talking strictly dribble moves.
I feel like you're actually like,
no one's ever bringing up Chris Paul
in
handles conversation.
Skipping right past it. It's so simple. It's Paul George.
No one's ever bringing up Chris Paul handles conversation in like bad, like deep.
So Chris Paul is not top 5 handles. He's not top 10 handles. If we're just talking about moves.
Yeah, we're just talking about moves. Chris Paul not.
Okay, so why would you handles?
But look, In a game, yeah, Chris Paul is up there.
Yeah, I agree with Jalen.
Yeah.
In
In a game,
a 1v1
but in
game,
but in a 1v1 game,
I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, y'all are acting anything, bro. Like,
In a-
y'all don't make no sense.
in a 1v1 game to 11 though, Kwengo, you saying that you would much rather guard Jamal Crawford than Chris Paul? I don't know what you smoking, bro.
He said in a game.
I would take my chances with Chris Paul 1-on-1 because he's 6'. Jamal Crawford is like 6'5" or 6'6", and also he has a good handle and a lot of
he's not 6'3".
I would take my chances with Chris Paul. Yes, Chris Paul is closer to my height, and he's not going to cover as much space with like a dribble. So yes,
Jamal Crawford is 6'5".
Yeah, Jamal Crawford 6'5". I'm just because I think it was like confusion because Kwengo, when we was talking about this last episode, we were strictly talking just like dribbling moves, handles, all that stuff, man.
Like
we were just saying
how are dribble moves and handles? Bro, do you not get handle come from ball handle the ball. I feel like it's so much different if you're saying move because those moves and handles aren't the same thing. Because that means you're gonna say Paul George has better handles than Chris Paul. It doesn't make sense.
Kwengo, if I'm saying somebody has handles and somebody can dribble, that's the same thing. Handles are dribble moves, Kwengo. Handles are dribble moves, Kwengo.
It's a part of handles.
All right.
Does handles not come from ball handling? Like I said, I strictly said Chris Paul is a better ball handler. I never said
that's just not
he's
true.
A better dribbler. I never said he does better moves.
Ball handler.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that.
Jalen, stop. No, you can't.
Bro, but no, you're not listening. You're not listening, bro.
Thank you, bro. Like, his cognitive dissonance with this guy. He does not understand.
I ain't gonna lie, like, he's saying the right thing, bro.
We're good.
He's saying the right thing.
Thank you. He's dragging. Bro, like, it just doesn't make sense.
There was just confusion because the way you was explaining it, it was in mad confusion.
Oh, okay.
You can't say handles and dribble moves are the exact same thing. Like, it's synonymous.
Every analyst will disagree with you.
Bro, their job is not to do anything good about basketball. The top analyst is Stephen A. Smith. He doesn't even go for it.
Stephen A. Kwengo in this episode, man. All right, next.
What Kwengo is saying is it's like almost impossible to take the ball from Chris Paul. Bro.
Yes.
That's what he's saying. Like he protects the ball. Like we're not just talking about. He's not just talking about like dribbling.
He has pick. No one is picking Chris Paul. You know how hard it is to pick Chris Paul.
I ain't say nothing else.
All right. All right, man. Moving on. All right, so I'm not listening to somebody who said that Chris Paul got better handles than AI, but I'm not. No.
Denari, in the same episode, you said James Harden and Paul George had better handles than Chris Paul.
I did.
Yes, because they do.
James Harden has better hands than Chris Paul.
He doesn't?
James Harden has better moves than Chris Paul.
I can see.
Was James Harden not? James Harden MVP season? Was he not averaging like 4 or 5 turnovers?
Not just that. This man James Harden, bro. I feel like there's such a big difference between being 6 foot in the league and being able to cross guys without pushing off. I feel like James Harden, a lot of his game has to do, especially with dribbling, ball handling, has to do with
left hand. Yeah, left hand especially.
Chris Paul does not have that advantage. He's 6 feet tall.
James Harden is left-handed, so you talking about his right hand. James Harden is left-handed, so you talking about his right hand.
Thank you, Jalen.
Right.
Thank you, Jalen.
But his offhand, yes, James Harden uses.
He does his offhand. He does his offhand.
So
it's still effective.
That's good though.
It's still effective though.
It's legal.
Yeah, I mean, no one's really checking on him, bro. I did say Darren Williams had nice handles too last episode.
Yeah,
I said Darren Williams had better handles than Chris Paul too. Like, bro.
Okay, I was tripping at that point. I was tripping, but Darren Williams does have nice handles though.
Darren Williams has great handles.
Thank you. Darren Williams does have.
What did you say? In 2012, 2008, right?
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
on the
Darren
Jazz.
Williams was the conversation for one of the best point guards in the league.
Thank you.
It was a bucket.
In what year?
Thank you.
It was like 2008, 09 or something like that. He was in the Utah Jazz, bro.
Yeah, he was nice. He was nice.
He was nice.
He was
real
nice.
He was doing
cold.
something.
He was in the he was in the conversation for the best point guards in the league, bro.
He was like that.
He was nice. Before he went to Brooklyn, and then when he went to Brooklyn, it's like he was still nice in Brooklyn, but after that, it was more or less down.
Slowly decline.
But he was nice though. All right, next topic. So with this week also too, we saw a lot. We saw a lot happening this week with Draymond Green. I know if y'all been keeping up with the whole Draymond thing. So Draymond apparently, Jordan Poole's dad said some stuff about Draymond. Jordan Poole's dad said some stuff about Draymond, and then Kwengo. What was the other one about Jonathan Kuminga? You said that him and Draymond.
It was like a report. It was like him and Kuminga have like no relationship. So like now people are saying that Draymond is in the locker room can't stay. He's a vampire in the locker room.
Yeah, apparently like
Draymond. That is definitely not true.
Let's talk about this right here. The tweet. It was the tweet that his Jordan Poole's father did, right?
Yeah.
He said some crazy stuff. He said like he can meet anytime where he want, like anywhere to fight.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks bad on Jordan Poole, bro. Like, he got stolen.
It does, but yo,
Draymond, bro.
I'm saying, bro, that just looks bad, bro. It looks bad, bro.
It's like telling the teacher. It's like telling him.
Reckless, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like,
bro called his tops on him. That's crazy.
Hey, Poole better drop 50 on Draymond this season, man. Coming like this.
Pull him doing that. Poole about to drop 30 on like terrible shooting percentages.
Poole revenge tour.
Bro, what?
You're hating now.
You saying Jordan Poole doesn't have a chance to drop 50 on the Warriors?
He's not dropping 50
on
Warriors.
On Draymond?
Draymond is not going to be guarding him, bro.
I know he's not going to be guarding him, but he still played under their system. They're going to find a way to neutralize Poole.
He will not be bombing. He will not drop that bomb on Draymond. I can't see that happening.
I feel like
not strictly Draymond. Draymond's not going to be the only person guarding him, bro. He can definitely drop 50 on the Warriors this year.
Yeah.
That's even
Brent Przepsky.
It depends on the night type of night. Some nights,
right, he's the Wizards' first option this year, but he's gonna be jacking, bro. He's a volume shooter, bro. He's gonna get a shot.
Warriors on the road, and he's just pulling a bunch of shots. I can see it possible.
Yes, bro. Yes.
I feel that Poole's father had like no part. Like he had no part of it.
I don't know why Poole's dad did that, because now it's gonna put like a bigger target on Jordan Poole's back, man.
Poole got
that's just embarrassing, bro. Like,
and
I would have told my pops take that jump down, bro.
And Draymond got the podcast too, so Draymond, and like if he chooses to respond to that,
why I see somebody on Twitter calling him Podmon? Like that's crazy.
Bro, apparently Drum don't even like Chris Paul. Apparently, like he said in this.
Yeah. That was the other thing too, because Chris Paul and Steph Curry had like the whole rivalry thing, back when they were on the Clippers and the Warriors and stuff like that, even when they were like on different teams. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to see like the whole dynamic with those two.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all it was though. When they was going against each other, when Chris Paul was on the Clippers and then he transitioned to the Rockets, it was just all that, bro. I'm sure he's gonna be like, he gonna.
Y'all think Chris Paul started?
If they stay on the same team, the relationship gonna get better.
Draymond does that with everybody though. Like, remember when he called like LeBron, he called LeBron the B-word, but now that's like his business partner. So like, it'll be alright.
I'm trying to say, like, it's just the game, bro. It's just the game. It's competitive salt, bro.
Yeah,
it's competitive salt, bro.
Y'all think Chris Paul starting next year? Like, where y'all think the Warriors lineup will be next year?
Maybe in the playoffs, but probably not in the regular season. I feel like
just because who he is, maybe he'll start. Curry played it too, but we'll see.
I feel like he'll start because he'll make the Warriors system more efficient. Like just overall, like he'll just make them.
He's going to be the leader of that second unit, bro. He's going to be the leader of that second unit, bro. I think he's going to be the leader of the second unit.
Bro, against the Lakers, what do you call it? Steph Curry had to step into his passing bag because it was like, I feel like he was getting double teamed. He was having to throw the ball around kind of more. And actually played more like a point guard, but I feel like if he played more like a shooting guard,
he was getting
he would be a little less restricted. So they might start.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. And like, who would want to start Chris Paul anyway?
But I'm also confused on why they even went to get Chris Paul when Draymond. So
I don't know why they got Chris Paul in the first place.
I don't think they need it.
That's what I was saying. He's gonna be like more of a leader on the second unit.
I thought he was
Draymond
a
doing that
Laker or a
regardless.
Celtic for sure. I thought he was a Celtic.
I thought Draymond was gonna go to somewhere else.
I thought Draymond was
no,
gonna go
that
to
wasn't
LA.
happening. That wasn't happening.
Yeah, that
If
was
he had a let,
especially
if he
LA,
had a
bro.
let Draymond walk, he would have played for he would have played for LeBron. That would have been crazy.
Lakers, we won the trade, man. That's all I gotta say.
I hate y'all fake Lakers fans, bro. Y'all ain't even been to LA, bro.
No, I'm not fake at all. I'm not fake at all.
I'm not a fake fan. I'm
Kobe
just a
died hard.
LeBron fan.
Kobe died hard, man. So I'm just saying.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
But,
Come on, bro.
no, but
Come on, bro.
yeah, that's
He's the
peace
greatest
Kobe.
ever.
Who?
That's my opinion.
He said he
He
the
going to
greatest
hell,
ever.
bro.
I mean, he's my favorite player, so I'm gonna think he's the greatest.
But that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's just what you
Bro's
think.
not a LeBron fan, bro. He's a Kobe fan. This is crazy.
When you're a LeBron fan, you support you're a LeBron fan, Kwengo, and you support the Lakers like that's your team.
I support everything LeBron does. So yes, he's on the Lakers. I support the Lakers.
All right. I'm still waiting to see what my Sixers gonna do this offseason, man. With Harden, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Next topic. Next topic.
You're not. Bro,
Why you gonna be there?
Yeah, why?
$18 tickets.
Why you gonna be there?
You know I'm gonna be there. Them $18 tickets.
The Wizards tickets are gonna be back.
8.
$6.
8 is crazy. 8 is
$2
crazy.
Tuesday.
Jordan Poole
$2
is
Tuesdays.
crazy.
$2 Tuesdays at the Wizards
$2
Arena, bro.
Tuesdays is $2.
Nah,
$2
the only
actually.
thing I don't like about going to Wizards games is you always dragging food in that building. Bro. Like, it's like you got before you go.
You talking about the prices?
Kind of trash, yes.
But it's like that everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Every sports arena,
that's
bro,
at
is
any.
dragging prices.
Yeah, Sixers at the Sixers Arena, chicken tenders. Sixers Arena, chicken tenders and fries is like $20.
I was just at Broccoli Fest. They sold water bottles for $5. Like it's like that everywhere.
Definitely dragging.
Yeah. All right, next topic. So
a Glicken fries, a Glicken fries was 12. Bro. A Glicken fries was 12, bro.
12.
It's outrageous. 12, bro. Through the roof, bro.
That actually sounds.
Costco is $1.50. Bro.
Hey, at least when you go to the Nats games, bro, they give you the flicks that hang off the lake. That don't
Come
hang
on.
off the front.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm just
Yo.
saying.
Ain't nothing wrong with a foot long. Ain't nothing
You
wrong
gotta
with a
get
foot
the value
long.
of your money. You gotta get the value.
I'm saying, bro. If I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
You want the whole mouthful, Jalen?
So now you dragging it, bro. Now you
Alright,
dragging it. Next topic.
Definitely dragging.
Next topic. All right, next topic. So now we're talking about our top 10. You know, in your opinion, just like your top 10 underrated players in the NBA of all time. So range any position.
All time?
Just, yeah, top 10 underrated players that you believe are underrated of all time. If anybody wants to go first,
I don't know if I can.
I'll go first. Easy. Number 1. I'll go 10 to 1. 10 to 1. Number 10, Andre Kurolenko. Number 10. Number 9, I got Sean Livingston. Number 8, I got Wesley Matthews. Number 7.
Bro, oh my gosh, bro. That is a horrible.
Bro.
Oh my
Bro.
gosh, that's horrible. Bro, continue on, bro. Continue on.
Bro.
That is a crazy thing.
Why are you laughing?
Bro, continue
All right.
on, bro. Continue on.
Number 7, Leonardo Barbosa. Barbosa's number 7 for me. Number 6, bro. Kwengo, you stop laughing, bro.
Just
All
finish your list, bro. Finish your
All right,
list.
bro. Number 6, bro. Steve Novak. Right.
Why you just
Bro,
naming
what is your
random
list,
Warriors players, bro? Why you
I'm
just
trying to say,
naming
bro. He just ran. No, he ran a name.
The Warriors, bro.
Bro.
Right.
Naming random,
top 10 all time underrated players.
These are underrated players, bro. They
Bro,
underrated, bro.
Continue, bro. Continue.
All right, bro.
Continue,
Number
bro.
5, bro. Number 5, I got Joe Arenas. Number 4, I got Larry G. Fields. Number 3, I got
Just naming people, bro.
right.
Landry
Bro.
Field?
Whenever you
Stop,
just
bro.
say names, bro.
He was nice on the
I'm
Knicks,
trying to
bro.
say, bro, you just naming people.
Number
No, he
3.
wasn't.
Yes, he was, bro. He was nice on the Knicks, bro. He was
He
nice.
didn't average more than 18, bro. He didn't average more than 18, bro.
Melo was their first option. What else do you want him to average, bro?
Bro,
Anyway,
continue on, bro.
number 3, I got Ty Lawson. Number 2, Ty Lawson was nice. Ty Lawson was nice in Denver.
Bro, but
Lawson was
really
tough for me.
He
dragging
just naming randoms,
number
bro.
two.
Ty Lawson was nice. Stop.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, Monta Ellis, and number 1, I'm gonna have to say Brandon Roy.
That's not an underrated player.
Hold on. First of all, on the Landry Fields point, he never averaged more than 10 and played 5 seasons in the league, bro.
He was nice on the
Five
Knicks.
seasons.
He was nice.
Wow, bro. Brandon Boyd just got injured, bro. Like, he was
All right.
not underrated.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jay, go ahead.
He was nice on the
I don't know
Knicks.
if I can name
10
10.
points is nice, but 9.7 is nice, bro. 9.7 is nice.
I'm gonna name a couple. I don't know.
Denard.
We got. I think
Yeah, I don't know if I can name
Alex,
10, bro.
Alex English is pretty underrated. He's not getting as much love as he did in the league. Alex English.
Alex English was nice.
Antoine Jameson, pretty underrated player. Dwight Howard not getting much love. I feel like he should be top 75 easily.
Actually, the White House, no question. That's actually, he's probably one of the most underrated of all time. Back-to-back boys.
Yep.
Who was it?
He should have won an MVP, too.
Didn't he 3P with D?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, he did win the MVP. I thought he had 2.
No, he
No,
didn't.
he did. And Derrick Rose stole it. Derrick Rose stole it,
And he
bro.
led that
Derrick Rose shouldn't have been
that Magic to the finals.
He shouldn't have, bro.
The whitest one.
He should not have been MVP.
Let me think. Probably Chauncey Billups, maybe.
That's a good one.
Another one, Kyrie. Even though Kyrie does all the things he does, Kyrie is very underrated.
How
Kyrie should be top 75, in my opinion. At least. I feel like Kyrie top 75 player. Kyrie Irving.
Oh, he was not. Oh yeah.
I don't think he has the individual acting. I feel like I know he has the talent to like.
Talent rocking the top 75 player.
I feel
If Dame got top 75, Kyrie should have gotten top 75.
In my opinion,
Dame.
Kyrie is a top
Kyrie
75.
replaced Dame. No cap.
If Dame got top 75, Kyrie should have gotten top 75.
And Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's
In
also
my
a
opinion,
great
bro,
player.
Dame has had a better NBA career. Like, I feel like Dame has had a better NBA career than Kyrie established.
You said what?
Bro, like just the totality of his career, like not or outside of the one he's been on a really bad franchise. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say he's like the bunch, but like he's kind of dragged into like any sort of relevance in this like era of basketball.
I mean, no one's getting through the Warriors, so there's nothing to do.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. All
The
right.
Warriors were kind of fortunate that the Spurs collapsed like, as soon as their era was about to start. Yeah, but
Very fortunate.
my top 10, I don't know if I'll say 10, but like I got something like now, somebody that like in the past. I feel like the underrated player for me is Kawhi. I feel like
How's he underrated?
How's he underrated?
underrated because like, I feel like he doesn't get dragged to the top of the name list. I feel like as an individual player, he's kind of done more than like this. Not acting Kawhi, but like in terms of resume, like Steph. I feel like
How's he?
he's done more.
Wait, time out. Did you just say? Time out.
Can you let him? Can you let him name his list, bro?
Oh, yeah.
You said some outlandish things. We let you continue, bro. We let you continue after your outlandish things.
You're right. My fault.
Like,
You
said Landry Fields. You said Landry Fields in your top 10. So let's on to the next one.
All right. My fault.
Kawhi, I feel like his resume is like comparable to Hakeem. A lot of people throw Hakeem like up there, like close to top 10, and he has like 2 chips. But like, you know what I'm saying? He still has a good resume, but like Kawhi's chips are really good chips in my opinion, especially 2019. The run he went on in 2019, I feel like some players don't come close. He kind of get dragged to the top of the list. Like I feel like Steph individually, I don't know if he would have ever done Kawhi did on the 2019 team, and not just like in the finals, but like against like Philly, against the Bucks, like just the whole run he had, probably like the individual player like Martin. But keep it a stack, bro. Like a lot of these players, I'm not saying Steph. I feel like Steph's the better all-time chips. with what 4 rings, 2 unanimous MVPs. I feel like he's definitely over him in terms of that. I feel like his runs are not as respected ones. Yeah, I feel like he just doesn't get that respect. I feel like Kevin Durant, he has 2 suspect rings. He was definitely statistically the best on that team, but like he kind of got a few vibes of the ring, and I feel like Kawhi put in some hard work, and it clearly just proves that it really does not matter how you.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree with that point.
It just
I agree with
it
that
doesn't
one.
matter how you bring it. Kawhi's ring should be a lot more respected. Like,
I feel like they already are.
and
Yeah.
also with KD, like I feel like KD also misses a lot of seasons and just like time to injuries, and he just doesn't get the slander that Kawhi gets.
Is he?
Yeah.
No.
Is he gets annually injured?
No, I'm not about that. I'm saying, are you calling Kevin Durant underrated, or like, is that part of your list?
I'm saying Kevin Durant is not overrated, but like his career is overrated. I feel like
How?
just like with the 2 rings and stuff, like he really has not
It's
done
all
too much
time,
outside
in
of
my
that. Like, since then, the
Scoring
rest-
champ,
You said
scoring
what?
champ,
He's
MVP.
all time, in my opinion. He's top 15.
KD.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like outside of the rings, he has not done like a bunch. Like
He's MVP.
Scoring champ, scoring champ.
At a young age, he took OKC to the finals. And
He brought up.
that team
Yeah.
also had James
dropped 30.
Harden
He
and
dropped
Russell
30
Westbrook.
all 5 games. He dropped 30 like 5 games. Yeah.
Bro, they had 2. Russell Westbrook was just good on that team. He wasn't the best player, but he was also an all-star.
When KD was in Oklahoma City, that was Kevin Durant's team, though. That was KD's team. Until Kevin
said it wasn't his team.
I'm saying when he was there, that was KD's team. When he left, that's when it became Russ's team.
No, Russ KD was KD Russ.
It was KD Russ.
If that was the case, he would have still been on the team.
No, he just won the ring. He just wanted the ring.
Either way, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just so like easy for me to say that because you know what I'm saying. I'm a Bron fan, but at the same time, like I said, bro, last year I feel like it was less than Nash bottle job. He got swept at 17 to
After KD blew the 3-1 lead against the Warriors, he knew this shit was done for him.
Yeah, like I feel like these are all moments we should mention. You know what I'm saying? KD deserves a little bit more slander in my book. You know what I'm saying? He's not overrated though.
He doesn't get enough slander. He gets enough slander.
And I feel like Kawhi is.
I'm pushing for Kawhi. How is Kawhi underrated if he's top 75 and he has 2 championships? He led a team to a championship. He beat LeBron in championship. And, like, he's one of the best defenders ever in this game. How is he underrated?
I mean, it's. I don't know. That's like asking questions. The player who's being underrated. Like, people just underrate him. That's how he's underrated.
He gets as a great player.
I feel like he deserves as much respect as Kevin Durant as a player.
Respectable.
At least.
I don't respect that.
Trae Young is now. I don't know what happened.
No, for sure.
It's actually crazy the slander that he gets.
Donovan Mitchell is underrated too.
Donovan Mitchell is not underrated. I'm sorry.
I feel Donovan Mitchell gets his respect.
Would he drop this season 73?
71.
71.
Dame did too.
He's not underrated. He's not. I don't know how to explain it for Donovan Mitchell. It's just his playoff translation. It's hard for me to call him
I
underrated.
think Desmond Bain is underrated.
Desmond Bain.
I agree with that. Bain is
I've been
nice.
saying that for a minute.
Bain is nice.
Bro's
Bain is
had,
definitely underrated.
he's had like I think his stats are better than D Rose's MVP season. I think they're like right there.
Yeah, they almost up there. They're almost up there. Yes. They're almost up there. It's almost up there. Yes.
Bro, this is 2 different eras of basketball. That was a much slower paced NBA where tougher, more physical basketball was being played without all the fouls.
For sure, but I'm saying like their stats are like right there though, kind of.
And also the 3-point line was not as prioritized back in that, like in 20. I say, what was that? 81, 2012? No,
2011.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah, but no, that's 2 years. I feel like last year the same thing happened with Job. When he got his first team All NBA. People were like, he had just as good a season as D Rose, but you cannot look at those 2 like areas of basketball for the same teams. That was much more impressive.
I mean, but you kind of can though, because Ja didn't take that many shots from behind the arc anyway.
Yeah, most of his shots came from in the paint.
Yeah, but I feel like once again, this is a much faster paced era of basketball, and that's how the Grizzlies lived last season. Like on the fast break, they just beat teams. With the, you know what I'm saying? They're pretty speedy in the fast break. A lot of old teams cannot keep up. So yeah. Who else did I have for underrated? Chris Paul is underrated. Chris Paul is underrated. He's not top 5 all time. As a point guard, not top 5 all time. So Chris Paul is definitely underrated.
I didn't say he wasn't. I was like, it's a debate.
Bro, as a 6-foot point guard in a league where the average height is 6'5", you have 11 all MVPs and you're not top 5 all time. I don't even think there's.
Like, yeah, you can get all.
I don't think there's like a handful of point guards with more than like 8 all MVPs.
You gotta get to the chip at least a good like 2-3 times to be like
4 first-team all MVPs as well, which means he was a clear cut.
Russ broke triple-double record. He had MVP. He has all the stuff that Chris Paul doesn't have.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like I say he wasn't. It's like it's a debate that he can't be top 5.
Kwengo, continue with your list.
I'm trying to think. I haven't even know. Scottie Pippen underrated, man. And lastly, Ray Allen. Oh my God, Ray Allen at yo, why did I woke up this morning and I think I saw like this old compilation of him when he was playing at Seattle, bro.
You see him on the Bucks? On the Bucks, he's a totally different player.
Bro, Ray Allen was polarizing the league, bro. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I wish I was alive to have watched that. You know what I'm saying? And also, he was a 25-point per game player before he came to Boston, and they won that chip. So, definitely underrated. And also, the fact that he had that athleticism and also let him beat the threes before Steph was also pretty underrated, too. You know, he had some big shots. So, yeah, I was great out there.
All right, Jalen, what's your list, bro? You got your list?
Yeah, I agree with some of the points that people made. You know, Chauncey Billups was a good one. Dwight Howard, Scottie Pippen. But I will say, Manu Ginobili is heavily underrated, bro. Manu Ginobili is hella underrated, bro.
I was thinking about that. I was going to say Tony Parker.
Yeah, Tony Parker, too. I was going to mention that as well, but Tony Parker, too.
Agreed.
Manu Ginobili, left-hand killer, bro. Left-hand killer. Left-hand killer.
Agree with that.
Yeah,
probably the greatest 6-man ever, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
I agree with that.
You know what's crazy? He took that 6-man rule to benefit the team, bro. That's the crazy part, bro. But anyway, I'm trying to think of somebody else, bro.
Derek Fisher.
I'm not gonna lie.
Derek Fisher.
You just naming names, bro. No, shut up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I say Luau Deng, bro.
Luau Deng.
He was a great 3-and-D. Yes, he was a great 3-and-D player.
Bro, if you're gonna say Luau,
majority,
Joakim Noah, bro.
No, you can't.
Joakim Noah. Much more underrated.
I got Luau over.
What about? Let me ask you about Marco Bellinelli.
Not underrated.
Marco Bellinelli.
He's not talked about enough, bro.
He's not.
Why would we
Especially
ever
when
talk about
on the Spurs
Bellinelli?
teams?
Marco Bellinelli was
That's
nice on the Spurs.
That's factual.
Marco Bellinelli had it. He had a thing on him, man.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you're right though. You're right.
He definitely was a good 3-point shooter, bro. I don't feel like we should ever talk about Marco Bellinelli.
I'm trying to think, bro.
Damn, bro, like he was solid. He pretty underrated. Not talked about much.
He was just another 3-and-D player on the Spurs, bro.
Bro, Danny Green is probably more underrated on the Spurs than Marco Bellinelli because he was
That's
one of
facts.
the greatest
That's facts.
playoff 3-point shooters ever.
For sure.
Before.
Danny Spurs is tough.
Yeah,
for sure.
But since we're on the topic of Spurs players, Bruce Bowen,
Pretty
solid, bro.
Definitely underrated.
Pretty solid, yeah.
pretty solid.
Boris Diaw.
Organization, bro.
Pretty good forward.
Boris Diaw is pretty underrated.
All right, relax.
Are you serious?
You cannot name everyone on the Spurs.
Denai, shut up, bro.
Are you serious? Boris
But
Diaw?
you
Shut up,
can't
bro.
just
He was a pretty solid.
Tiago Splitter too.
Shut up.
Tiago Splitter too.
You said what, Kwengo?
Tiago Splitter too, huh?
Yeah,
Can't name
come
everybody
on.
on the Spurs, bro.
Now Tiago
Boy,
was
like, no, shut up, bro.
Tiago Splitter actually wasn't bad.
Matt Bonner was nice.
Muhammad Abdul Rauf, bro. Shut up! Shut up, bro.
Bro, Alpha Rock Aminu too, bro. Alpha Rock Aminu too, bro. Definitely underrated.
Can I get my little list out, bro?
My fault, bro.
Muhammad Abdul Rauf, bro. He got blackballed out the league. He was averaging like 19 and 6, bro, consistently on the Nuggets.
He was nice. I remember.
He got blackballed out the league.
Did you see the documentary?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's a good documentary. Who else you got in the list, Jalen?
That's all I can think about right now. Yeah, that's all I got right now, man.
Hey, Rashad Lewis was underrated.
Yeah.
Rashad Lewis was
fair.
underrated too.
Not crazy
Rashad-
underrated. Definitely overrated. I wouldn't
Rashad
say
Lewis
too
was definitely underrated. On the Magic team, 3-and-D, and he could shoot. So, he was definitely underrated.
I just want to say Jake
That is
Crowder
3-and-D.
up there too.
That's the thing.
Jay Crowder? Jake
Jake Crowder's in the playoffs all like every year. I see Jake Crowder's in the playoffs with some team. Like you can
when
always,
Jake
you always use
Yeah.
Jake Crowder.
when Jay Crowder first was on the Magic, he was nice. When he was on the Magic, he was nice. Not the Magic. When he was on the Mavericks, he was nice. When Jay Crowder was on the Mavericks, he was
Who?
nice. Jay Crowder.
Bro, I'm just talking, bro. His best year was on the Celtics, bro.
No, it wasn't. When he
His
was on
best years
the
was on the Celtics, bro. His best years was on the Celtics, bro.
Yeah, so I could probably see that.
Oh yeah,
First
he
of all,
was on
when was
Boston.
Jay Crowder? When was Jay Crowder on the Mavericks, bro? I ain't gonna lie.
When he
When
first
was that? I
got
don't think
there?
that's ever happened, bro.
It was, I swear. He
I
was
don't
on
think
the
that's ever
Mavericks.
happened, bro. I don't think that's ever happened, bro.
Crowder's
He
a
was
lot.
on the Mavericks. I remember he was on the Mavericks.
Oh, that was his
I remember
first year. Bro, he was underrated on the Mavericks, but he's averaging 5, bro. Shut up, bro. Stop. All right, stop.
All right.
Averaging 5, bro. You just be naming names, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Zero
All right,
ball
next-
knowledge, bro.
All right, bro. Well, since we talking about basketball, all right. So me and Quentin, we
Zero.
thought about
Donuts.
All right.
Zero.
All right. So since we talking about basketball in general, me and Kwengo, we thought about this next topic, man. We talked about hoop dreams. Since everyone's here has picked up a ball. We just wanted to know what was your most embarrassing moment? What was your most embarrassing moment on the court, or what made you say to yourself you're not gonna make it playing basketball? And I'll go first. When I was trying to play basketball my senior year of high school. I was trying to play basketball, and I was training and stuff, trying to get right. And quick story time, my team at my school was pretty nice, so I thought I could get a spot, just getting second second string, whatever like that. So I came into training, and
String.
bro, come on, why are you laughing, bro?
Bro, go ahead, bro.
So
Go ahead,
so I come in the training, and I remember you're doing drills and stuff, and I was missing all my shots, clanks, nothing. I was not air balls, hitting the side of the backboard, hitting the back of the rim, wasn't going in whatsoever. Bro, the fact that y'all laughing is crazy, bro. But
Bro, go, bro. Come on.
all right. And I remember at the end of it, we were doing this one-on-one drill. And I remember this dude who I was playing with.
Bro, go, bro. Come on, bro. Finish your story, bro.
All right, dude, I was playing with,
Lock
bro.
in, bro. Lock in.
Dude kept sizing me up, and he yanked me, bro. And I remember I fell, and he made a shot. He said, "Welcome to varsity, bro."
Nigga, you were a senior talking about welcome to varsity.
bro.
Oh.
I kid you not, bro. I literally was on that ground. I contemplated what my next steps were, bro. I didn't show up to any more workouts or anything. I didn't show up to any more workouts, bro, at all, bro. At that moment, I knew that I wasn't gonna play because before, when I was on
trying to be great, though. You wasn't trying to be great.
No, because when I was on JV, man, I was getting no minutes, bro. Even when I was on the.
Wait, so I ain't gonna lie, junior and JV getting no minutes is crazy.
JV goes up to sophomore, so I was a sophomore in JV, and I wasn't getting minutes, bro. It was, I mean, it was bad, man. It was bad. But Kwengo. You still have hoop dreams, bro, or your hoop
I
dreams
mean,
gone?
I'm going to still, but I don't know.
I don't know what league you going to, bro.
Let's not talk too much on it, bro. Just watch the mock draft for next year, bro. Just watch the mock draft for next year.
Stop running from the grind, bro. Didn't you run from the grind, bro? Didn't you hang, bro? Don't talk to me.
I got snatch block too,
Welcome
bro.
to Boston, bro, nigga.
I got snatch block too, bro. It was bad, bro. It was
I'm not
bad.
gonna lie. I can't even do stuff. Like, I've never had that. I've, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I've never been smacked. You know what I'm saying? I've never done nothing bad like that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I ever like got like.
So that's just me.
But I can say like when I knew I wasn't gonna hoop, though, I feel like I knew when I wasn't gonna hoop though. That was like COVID. When COVID happened, bro, like I was like, I should play like my junior year. The sophomore year, I missed the season. I can't down with that, but it was just a while since we reached the sophomore year. And it kind of surprised. I was like, I'm not trying to play.
The grades was too low, bro.
You said what?
The grades were too low.
The grades was too low.
The what?
The grades.
The grades were too low.
No way. That would have never happened. But, like, the week, actually, matter of fact, I might do it. But sophomore year, so I didn't play freshman year, because, like, bro, if you know me, bro, you know my school was like an hour away. So, like, me personally coming from where I come from, like, I'm not gonna lie, my mom is not that way. She's working, she's not about to come here. So, like, if you had to make the commute, I'm trying to make in the city of Washington, D.C.
Now I know how far it is, bro.
You wouldn't hoop.
You use a ways away.
Huh?
You went to school in DC?
Nah, I went to school in Maryland, but I'm from D.C.
I went to school in DC. Honestly. Okay.
So nah, the commute I had to make this crazy ass. Like it was probably like 2 hours back and forth. Probably a little bit more.
Facts, bro. Facts.
So, yeah, so I was like, I'm focused on my grades, and I got pretty good grades freshman year. A lot of stuff back, and my school was back in the hard school. So,
What school did you went to?
sophomore year, huh?
What school you went to?
I went to the Heights.
Oh, my brother plays the Heights.
Sophomore year, I was like, I don't know. So I came to the workout sophomore year, and like obviously, you know what I'm saying? I'm like this, right? This is like I easily make this team, like, and obviously I feel like I would have made the team, but they have a very good team. I didn't know that team at all. I was at the game that was coming to summer workouts. I didn't even know there was summer workouts. I don't know. I just didn't realize it was summer workouts, but I was at like this game, it's not like no one coaching at all, so I couldn't like communicate. So I told one of my mans, the L man to this day, bro. I told him to coach. So I wasn't even at school, but basically I got told to not come to practice. Like, they thought like I was doing like arrogant practice. They thought I was like wow, because I missed two. It was trials. Like, I already thought I made the team, but you know what I'm saying? I couldn't do anything about missing those 2 days. There was just no reason I could make it to school. So I missed like 2 days of actual school. Like, it's not like I skipped practice. I actually that's what my man was telling me. And the day I came back, bro, like his tail was mad at me. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, I can't defend myself in this situation. And basically I had a good reason to. And my man was like telling me reason, but I was like, nah, bro, I'm not trying to like force them to like put me on the team out of pity. So I was like, from right there, you know what I'm saying? I had plans to play, and I was gonna play in the summer. I was just trying to find a game and just try to make summer ball and just come back next year. But, you know, COVID happened, and I was just like, it was just like,
I feel that. Jalen, you had any hoop dreams, bro?
I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna play, basketball professionally enough. I played in middle school, but after a while, it was just like, I mean, it's not something I want to, do all day and night. There's other ways to make money than with my hands.
what happened to your baseball teams?
Huh?
What happened to your baseball teams?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. So I was doing baseball all the way through like middle school, and when I got to high school, I was like on the team freshman year, right? But it was like more similar like what you did. It was like first of all, I know they had summer workouts and I didn't go to it, and then what it was, what really threw me off was like I realized, whoa, it is like they on some intense shit. So it was like the middle of December, so I was doing like the winter workouts with them early before the season and all that. So we had this thing called speed training. Right?
Speed training.
So tell me why, bro. First of all, it's like 30 degrees outside, pitch black outside in December after school. So we go into the cold field, and we was running for I don't know how long. First of all, it was running back up and down the field, and then I forgot what happened, but the coach made us start backpedaling like up the field and all the way back down. End zone, like started the end zone all the way to the back of that end zone, bro.
Nah.
And we went back and forth like 30 times, bro. I did the calculations. We ran at least 20 miles in that field, bro. Backwards. And after that day, I was like, no, I'm not doing this, bro. I'm not doing this, bro. Bro, when I tell you, I was like exhausted in that car, bro. First of all, I was barely able to walk to my mother's car, bro. And once I got in, I fell asleep all the way to the ride home. I barely made it to my bed, and I just laid on the floor for a cool 5 hours, bro. Like it was that bad, bro. It was that bad. And after that day, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this, bro. I'm not doing this, and gave up.
Pitch black, 30 degrees.
First of all, it was 30 degrees outside, middle of December. The field was dark, and our field has no lights. So it was pitch black, freezing cold. Mind you, everybody on this field was had a big ass bubble coat on, and we were still freezing, bro. Still freezing. It was just terrible, bro.
Y'all were backpedaling a full field in bubble coats.
In the dark?
Yes, bro. And that's not even half of it, bro. That's not even half of it. That was just the end of the workout. We were all trying to go home, and the coach got mad, so he made us do all that. We was all trying to go home, bro. When I say before that, we was doing, I forgot what type of drill we was doing, but it was like a warm-up to like all the running and stuff. So we had like 45s. We was doing like squats or something. I don't remember, but it was something of that nature, bro. But it was some intense. That was some crazy stuff. Bro. I don't even remember, bro. But it wasn't the first time he did that. So after that, I was like, I'm done.
Nah, your coach.
After that, it was way too much, bro.
I got another story for y'all.
I'm surprised I didn't throw up on that field, bro.
Go ahead,
I got another story for y'all for JV. So with JV basketball, we had bro, come on.
All
right. So for JV basketball, right, we had to do like training. So we had like workouts before just like with varsity. So we had workouts for JV. But this is my sophomore year. Now, to put in preface for people who don't remember me from sophomore year, I've never seen a picture of me. Sophomore year, I was like mad chubby. I was chubby, but I was not. Like I had no lateral movement.
You was like Zebo.
Yeah, pretty much. So let me keep going. So sophomore year, bro, we were doing this running drill. We finished doing like this little scrimmage, and the losing team had to like do down and backs, right? So we had to do down and backs. We had to do it twice. I remember this like it was yesterday, bro. I kid you not. I somehow found a way to run into somebody while doing down and backs, bro. Got myself injured, bro.
What?
Doing down and backs, bro. I kid you not, bro. We were doing down and backs. I found myself getting like myself injured. I ran into somebody else, bro.
I never hear you call Anthony Davis or DeAndre Williams off, bro. Ever. How do you injure yourself? You said you were backpedaling into someone.
No, we were running down and backs, right? And I turned my head for 1 second.
Like suicides, bro.
Yes, like suicides, bro. And I ran into somebody, bro. Got myself injured, bro. Coach felt bad for me, bro. And put me on the team, bro. Bro.
Wait. What? Like, how did you get injured? Like, what injury?
I hit my head, bro. Like, we ran into each other, bro. That's what happened, bro. Coach put me on the team, bro. And to make things worse, bro, at the end of the year banquet, bro, he was like, Denari, he was a good player when he got in, which wasn't enough. Like,
that got it.
No, like,
I would never let that coach embarrass me. I would have said something, bro.
And then he said, we were like, I was standing up, and he was like, yeah, he said, Denari, he got injured, he got on the team, but guess what, Denari? And he patted me on the shoulder, and he said, I was never gonna have you try out anyway. You were always gonna see my book. And I'm in my mind, I'm saying, Coach, why would you say that in front of everybody, bro? Like, I wanted to show that I earned my spot on the team. I didn't want to get like a pity spot. That's just bad. But yeah, and then I airballed a free throw in front of like a lot of people too. So that's when I knew my hoop dreams was over. Jay, you got any stories of you playing basketball, man? Or just hoop dreams in general?
I remember when I was trying out for an EYBL team. That was just horrible. I was trying out for team takeover in like
Oh
middle
gosh.
in like middle school, and it was just absolutely atrocious, bro. I was like, I thought I couldn't play basketball ever because I'm like, these guys is crazy. I almost got dunked on, but he missed it.
At the middle school tryout.
Bro, team takeover, bro. They just won EYBL championships, bro. Takeover is like that, bro. I thought I could do good, man. Maybe I could make the team. No, bro. Like I almost got banged.
Nah, man.
Went out the way so quick.
Man.
Nah, bro. It was horrible.
Nah, man. I tell you what, you play against one good dude in basketball, and it has you start questioning whether you want to play the sport ever again, man.
Do you hoop, bro?
Do I hoop?
Denari, bro.
Oh, Donari.
Bro, you know I hoop, bro. You see me at the courts.
What you mean you question if you play sport again because you play good players? That's called good bounce. What you mean?
What you mean, bro? I hoop. Kwengo, you see me at the courts, bro. Come on now, bro.
Nah, you don't hoop, bro. I never
Niggas
saw
know
Okay.
how me and Kwengo got down on the course when we went on that win streak. We was on the win streaks.
Come on.
Jalen, bro. No one was scared of you with that tight crop top shirt on, bro. Like, no one was scared of you
That
with
was
that.
one day, and I didn't have anything else, bro. Y'all still talking about that, bro. That was one day. Nobody talking about your high waters. Your boats. Nobody talking about them, bro.
Bro, come on, bro. Why are we bringing shoes into the
Your oversized
equation,
shirts.
bro? We talking
Your
about
oversized
basketball.
shirts.
We talking about basketball.
That's rough.
We talking about
That's
basketball,
rough.
bro.
That's rough.
All right, man. But anybody else got
Your
anything?
dad jeans.
Oh.
Your dad jeans.
All right. All right. Kwengo, what's up, bro?
What do you think? It's a good one.
I got one. I don't know.
Oh, go ahead, Jalen.
Oh, me? For real? Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got benched my senior night. Yeah, that's so crazy. So it was COVID times, and so this was before senior day. So our game. So usually, if you go home with your parents, you have to let the coach know that you leave with your parents. That you're not getting on the bus back to the school. So I didn't let the coach know that my dad was picking me up from the game. You know, my dad comes every game. He comes every single game I got. So I don't know why he. So he was like in the group message. He was like, "Yo, Jay, like, where you at?" I said, "I'm with my dad." Like, what you mean? He said, "All right, but you better have a big consequence." I was thinking like, I'm probably about to run a whole lot in practice, so like, I didn't really care. But then senior night came, so I started, and then like 2 minutes, they was like, "Jay, come out." I was like, "For real?" I was like, "That's crazy."
Nah.
And then Corey.
Nah.
This Corey was just flying. I said, "Wait, am I sliding back in the?" I asked the coach, "Am I sliding back in the game?" They was like, "No, you're not sliding back in the game." I said,
Nah.
Bro,
Nah.
game for 2 minutes." I said, "My dad, my mom, bro, they was pissed off, bro. They was absolutely heated." After that, the coach almost got fired, and he let me do whatever I want the rest of the season, and I was just dropping like 20 a game rest of the season. So,
Nah.
Where'd you
Get
go to
him
high
benched.
school?
I went to a school called Emmett Burke School in DC. It's pretty small, but yeah.
What's it called?
Emmett Burke,
I don't know that.
Yeah.
pretty small school in DC. But yeah.
Kwengo, what's your story, man?
Shoot. I got a couple. Nah. Back in the day, bro, I used to be in the craziest spaces. I'm not gonna lie. Bro. Here's one. Bro, this is when I recognized, bro. Oh, actually, this is a story. I never ever went to the sport. I don't think I ever went there again. Like, actually went over there to like Cuba. It's near my grandmother's like neighborhood, like the house. I used to live there. So it's called. If you're from DC, bro, you know about Langdon Park, bro. It used to be a little crazy back in the day, but like it's not that crazy anymore. It's kind of gentrified. It's like a tall park around there now. But back in the day, the hoops around there. I know my uncle played for McKinley Tech. He played college ball. He used to take us around, so that's how I started. And my older brother was kind of nice back then. So I used to just follow him around. One day we were hooping over there, and like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a normal, people riding bikes and recording and stuff. So I'm just, bro. And I never once came back to the court after this, bro. As soon as you know, it started getting cool over there. You know, it's DC, bro. And like I think somebody walked up, and they were like, "Can I see your ball?" It was a Jordan ball too. It was a nice Jordan ball. And
They
like,
took it, didn't they?
I was like, no. Like, I was never getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you DC, you know, somebody asks you your ball, bro.
You ain't getting it back.
And you're not getting it back.
You ain't getting it
They're
back.
about to be like, I like this ball. And you're going to have to leave, and you're not touching that ball. So, I was like, nah, you're not touching it. My brother was like, let him hold the ball. Like, see what's going on there? So, like, let him hold the ball for a second. So, I'm not going to lie, he gave it back. I'm not going to lie, he gave it back. He, like, threw it back over. So, I was like, okay, that's cool. But then, all of a sudden, you know, some of his other like mans come, and they start putting their stuff down. Like they took their jeans off, so like they got shorts on. Come on, bro. And all I see, bro, as soon as the jeans come off, I see irons on the ground. I left that joint so quick. I swear to you, I have not been there ever since that day. I see that court all the time. It's empty.
It's empty for a reason, bro. I know what you're talking about. That court be empty for a reason, bro. It be the nicest day outside. That court be empty, bro.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna lie, those courts are actually pretty decent. Like I used to play on them, and they used to be double run. But I think update those courts, and they weren't even double run anymore. So
no, they are nice, but they are nice.
yeah. And their rack, it's just a ghost town over there for good reason.
It is, bro.
You ever try hooping
for great reason, bro?
Hey, question for y'all. Y'all ever try hooping with like a giant jacket on, man?
I definitely hoop with a giant.
That's not it.
I was trying to hoop with. Nah, I don't think so.
Bro,
Hey, one day I dropped Sanai off like 1-on-1, like probably like 7 times straight in like a red bubble coat.
In middle school, I got crossed up so bad, bro. This giant puffer jacket I was wearing, I couldn't get up. And I had to like roll over, bro.
But you are obese, man. You are muscle. That's crazy.
I couldn't get up.
Here's another one, bro. It used to be this tournament it was mostly for public schools, I think, during the for Christmas. And it was like all the DC public schools, but like my coach was like locked in, like he had good connections. So he got my school into the tournament, and it was like, I don't know, we were doing pretty good though. I think it was 2 or 3 days long. It was like a Christmas tournament, and it was at Kelly Miller, bro. If you're from DC, bro, Kelly Miller's actually pretty decent middle school, but it's just in an area like so many different kids from so many different neighborhoods with Kelly Miller. So Kelly Miller was kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. We actually paid Kelly Miller to actually there's other schools there, bro. I never seen a crazier lineup, bro. He was like 12. Bro had neck tats. He had tats on his forearm. He damn near had a full sleeve before 13.
Nah.
And we had to play them, bro. I was like, bro, like, come on. I was telling my teammates, bro, like, don't do nothing crazy. Because, like, my teammates, they're all from Maryland. Like, they're all from DC. Like, I'm the only one from DC on the team. I'm like, bro, don't do nothing crazy, bro. Like, just get out there. Bro, I'm kind of pep talk, bro. And I was so glad that game was smooth. I'm not going to lie. I couldn't just run to it. Actually, I never played position in middle school. Bro. You know about block gyms, bro? You know, if you do a move, everybody in the gym is going on you. If you get cooked, you're done. It's gonna be loud. People are about to be like, damn, he just baked you on that type shit. So.
Oh, you're from DC, not from PG.
Yeah, nah. So I was coming downhill, bro, and this kid tried to kick me, bro, and I hit him with just a little smooth behind the back, bro. And he completely missed the ball, and everybody was screaming, bro, and I was just like, dang, bro, like bad to be him, but like great to be me. So nah, I definitely remember that. That was a hype moment. And then the last thing, we played a school called Stewart Hopkins. There were 2 schools in middle school that was crazy, bro. Stewart Hopkins and Hill and Johnson were the biggest schools in Washington, D.C. Johnson had my mans on the team. all football players.
Deal was just
all
OD
football
tough
players.
in middle school. When I was in middle school, Deal was just.
I swear Deal was cheating. I swear Deal was
Deal
cheating.
had,
I don't know where they were getting all these Team Durant players from. They had all the Team Durant players on that team.
bro. They had
Like
Darren
their whole
Buchanan.
lineup
They
was
had.
five feet or bigger. And I was
It was sweet. They was sweet.
and then Stuart Hobson.
Let's talk about Stu Hobson, though.
Hobson was good. They weren't as good as the others like Deal and Hobson. Like Hobson was big, bro. One of my friends played on Hobson, and I know him from summer camp because he's like Debo at summer camp. He will really take anything from you, bro. There's nothing. 6 foot in the 8th grade. Like what can you do? And he played football too.
Wait, Jalen, you know from DC?
One of my friends. I'm not gonna say
PG
this
from
on the
DC.
podcast because he's probably gonna see the episode, and it's gonna be embarrassing for him. You know, because I mean, I can say he's still a little tall, but it was still a bad moment on his part. So we was playing Hobson, and he was getting a little chippy. You know, it was a pretty close game. It was like probably like 6-8 point game. And we probably shouldn't have been in the game. Our tallest player was like my friend. He was probably 5'7". But like we had a lot of good boys. One of my men was tough. Our team was pretty good. We just weren't as big as the other team. And so basically, this one play, I forgot what happened. I think somebody fouled somebody. So all of a sudden, my man at best he was 5'8". This dude was like 6'1", bro. He also already in football physique. And he goes to Hobson, bro. And bro, my man, I told you before the game, bro, we're playing against my man, bro. He's a playground threat. He's a danger to children to stay away from him. He did not listen to me, bro. He did not listen to me. So basically, it was just a simple foul, and all of a sudden, I turned my head and they're clapping each other's feet. Start yelling at each other, and my man starts giggling. And I'm like, hold up. Why is he giggling like this? Like, this is cheating. I looked and got scared for my other man. These are both my mans, but like, I'm like, so both of them got double teed up. And I'm be honest with you, bro. It happens again. We start clapping each other's faces again, bro. And they're both at this point about to get thrown out. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get another tech that quick. You know what I'm saying? In the middle school game, but they could have easily got a tech. And bro, I see a light push, and from right there, bro, everything stopped, bro. Stopped everything. Bro. That nigga got caged. Thank God, bro. But I was praying for that. And I was praying you can see him after the game. I know this, bro. It's trash. And I don't know why. My man's also barely survived by the attendance. He started talking crazy after the game. I was like, no, you got saved. The ref saved you. He's 6 feet. He has a Debo build. There was nothing he could have done. You know what I'm saying? It was a good day for my man, bro. You can see. So, yeah, definitely stand up when I was back in the day.
Yeah, those are some good stories, guys. Those are some good stories, but I think we're gonna wrap it up here. That's cool with y'all. Y'all got any last words you want to say?
Jay, I answered your question. I'm from PG. I'm from PG, but I went to DCPS to like 6th grade.
Oh, true.
So I was roaming them hallways of Stuart Hobson for a little bit, bro.
All right, so Kwengo, you think DC better hoopers than PG?
DC is better. I feel like DC is better hoopers because basketball. I feel like in America, just in general, like sports, bro. I don't know what happened to basketball and like football. Not football. Basketball, soccer, bro. That's more like an upper class sport. I feel like a lot of like people in DC can't even afford to play AAU 1 and 2. But if you go anywhere in DC, you will actually play like nice people off the random. Like, there's endless nice people.
And bro, DMV has the
But
best.
they just happen. They either fall victim to like they either you know what I'm saying, pass away, get into some few situations, or like they're just not afforded the opportunity. I feel like most recently, I say DC definitely is better. Like,
Okay.
they just got a better system. You know what I'm saying? They got the AAU teams in PG, but talent wise, I think it's hard. Definitely better.
All right. I'm not from the DMV or PG County. I'm from Richmond, but I would say that the hoopers I would say that the best hoopers are in PG County though. Just because I know like hoopers who like people who hoop in PG County. So
I didn't even tell you, Denari.
Yo.
So you know, I don't think y'all know this, but like I do track in college right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like I do high jump, right? And so the basketball coach was like, "We will give you a tryout." So I'm gonna try in September.
Oh snap!
So we gonna see what's going on. But
What college is it?
I go to Sinus College in PA. It's in college. It's like 30 minutes from y'all in Temple.
Okay, that's tough though.
Yeah, it's D3.
That's tough.
College ball.
Wait,
is
what's it
college
called?
ball.
Or Sinus. It's URSINUS. It's pretty small though.
That's tough though. That's tough though, Jay. For real. We hope you get this spot, man.
We
Hook us
go
up with some
Nah,
free,
for real.
bro. We go.
free tickets. Free tickets. Free tickets.
It was free regardless, no matter what. It was free.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Be one like y'all Temple niggas, bro.
Nah, bro. Our tickets like, bro. Tickets for Temple games, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. You could get a ticket if you want to, bro.
But I promise you can sneak in, bro.
Yeah,
promise
you don't
you
even got
can
it,
Aren't
bro.
they free as it is anyway? Aren't they free?
Like with your student
For
card.
students, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But bro, the
But I
tickets
swear
like
you can
literally.
sneak in, bro.
Put it to you like this, Jay. Put it to you like this. The game against Houston last year at Temple, tickets for like the lower level were like starting like at $18, man. Like it's not bad at all, bro. And this year, the only games that are gonna be packed are the Mikey Williams games, bro. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the only game that's packed for us this year.
Bro, he is not playing this year, bro.
He's
not
out.
playing this year.
He's
He
out. He's
He
out.
didn't fly to Memphis at all. Like Memphis is out, like working out right now. Mikey's not there.
Oh, Mikey's not playing this
Yeah,
year.
he's not playing this year, bro.
Never mind.
Playing or not, but he's not there at the workouts right now.
I don't
Never
think he's
mind.
gonna play, bro. He's still facing them charges, bro.
JJ Taylor's there, but
And he pled not guilty too. So if he found guilty, he would need to get locked up for 20, bro.
Oh
You
gosh.
think he's
never-
going? Right, he's not going to jail for 20 years.
he's not going to jail.
Bro,
For 20 years?
First of all, if he's found, okay, not 20, but he's going in jail for some time if they find him guilty.
Maybe like
So he
10,
pled not guilty, bro.
5, something like that.
Bro, he's seen jail
Oh.
time, bro.
There is no point for Mike to do any of the things that he did. There's no point.
Bro, insane.
Like, I don't
Insane,
know,
bro.
His father, I'm not going to lie, his father should say it was him, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
No, like for real, bro.
I mean, take one for the team.
If that
bro.
would have happened, first of all, if that would have happened, I don't think it would have had that much publicity anyway, bro.
Yeah,
For sure. Definitely wouldn't. It's a sad situation though, because now his future playing basketball is going to be like affected. So
I mean, but
you
keep
know.
it a stack, bro.
I mean, look at Monty Bates, though. Monty
made.
Bates is doing gun charges too. Now he's in the league.
Yeah.
That's different. He was pulled over. They found a gun in his car. He didn't shoot at a car full of 5 people, bro.
Yeah.
It is true.
Also, did he plead guilty to that? His man probably took it. Wasn't his friend in the car with him?
Who?
Monty Bates.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think he might have been by himself. He
Plus,
might
he
have been by
ducked his
himself.
head low and went to Eastern Michigan, so like nobody really cared.
Didn't Brandon
Yeah.
Miller give bro the gun? Darius Miles the gun?
That's different. No, that's different. That's different. That's
He
different.
didn't know that's what he was doing. He said, "Can you bring? What did he say? Can you bring my
Yeah,
back?"
that's different. That's different.
Like he did not know.
He didn't even know the gun was in the car, bro. He didn't even know the gun was in the car.
Oh yeah, because ESPN was trying to say that was Brandon's gun. I was like, Brandon don't have no gun.
Yeah. There's a lot of messy stuff. But we just gonna end the episode right here, man. You know, it's a good episode, guys. Always a pleasure having you guys on. Jay, thank you for coming back on this episode, man. It's always great to have you. Good luck with your tryout. Oh yeah, you definitely get back on the episode. Good luck with your tryout, man, for sure. You know, for sure. Jalen, thank you.
Oh,
Jalen-
I just looked it up. Monty Bates' charges were dismissed. So.
Oh, okay.
Lord. Jalen, you got any last words you want to say, man?
Tune in to the next episode, bro. Watch up the next one again, bro. You know what it is, bro.
All right, Kwengo, you got any last words you want to say, man?
Man, y'all already know what it is. Tap in.
All right. And thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Youngboys Podcast. We're gonna get y'all another episode probably either next week or if we feel like it this weekend, who knows? But thank you guys for tuning in, man. Peace.